Alright, this is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, not to be confused with Banana Blitz. I almost bought the wrong one, went into the store, saw Banana Blitz for the Switch for $49.99 Canadian, and I'm like, yeah, that's the one, and almost bought it. Luckily I didn't, and I realized later that day that the new one's actually called Banana Mania, also on the Switch, also $49.99 Canadian. And this is like a remastered version of the first two Super Monkey Ball games that were on the GameCube. Came out in 2001 and 2002. I had never played them before. I've never owned a Super Monkey Ball game before. And so when I saw this, I thought, yeah, that's a great idea, because these games have always looked fun. And I've always, wanted to play them, just never have. And so, yeah, I figured this was the time to get in. The game is super simple. I mean, you almost only need one analog stick to play the game, and all you're doing is tilting the playfield, which is causing the ball to roll in that direction. There's a monkey in the ball for whatever reason, just for the cute factor, and it makes you feel kind of bad when he falls off the edge and he kind of freaks out inside the ball. But really, the monkey's not doing anything. You're just tilting the playfield. Super simple gameplay. You can hand this to anyone and they can pick it up right away. But I mean, obviously it can get very challenging. There's some very difficult challenges, and even just the normal levels. If you want to get all the bananas in one of the levels, it can be right down to the last second. So there's a lot of challenge here if you want it, but it can be just a simple, pick up and play, quick to get into kind of a game. And yeah, having never played any of them before, again, I was really excited to pick this one up. $49.99 Canadian. It came with an art book. Do you really need an art book for Super Monkey Ball? I don't think so, but actually, it's kind of surprising that it came with that for the price. $49.99 for a physical Switch game. Definitely not a full price game, but you do get some extras with it, so I'm not gonna complain. The game can be really frustrating. Some of the levels you're gonna die over and over and over again, but I mean, you can just keep retrying. There are some helpers in this one. One of the buttons will do a slow motion, so you can slow down the action. I haven't used that yet, so I haven't quote unquote cheated yet. I just want to beat all the levels, the normal way. Yeah, not feel like I'm cheating. You can even skip levels, which I don't really understand the point. I guess if there's a level that you just cannot beat and you've tried a dozen times, you can skip it. But again, I'm gonna try not to do that. It kind of ruins the fun. The board's not perfect. People that are really into Super Monkey Ball, people that are really good at the original games on the GameCube, have said that this one doesn't control as good as the original. I think the Switch is probably the worst for that. You got really small analog sticks, and they have a little bit of wiggle room in their sort of self-centered dead zone. The GameCube controller was really good. The analog stick on it was really good. It was really tight. It didn't have a lot of wiggle. The dead zones were really tight. And, it was just bigger overall. The Switch, the analog stick's really small, so you don't have as much movement with it. So, yeah, I think it might handle a little bit better on a PlayStation 4. Maybe on PC if you're using an Xbox controller. But I don't think any of them supposedly handle as good as the first one did on the GameCube. Yeah, basically, if you already own this on the GameCube, you probably don't need to buy this. From my perspective, having never played a Super Monkey Ball game before, if you hadn't told me that this doesn't control as good as the originals, I probably wouldn't know any better. So for me coming in, first time playing Super Monkey Ball, I'm enjoying it. So it's fun, and it's not too expensive, so it's definitely worth picking up.